Key lime, triple berry, and chocolate graham cracker are just some of the hundreds of flavors made from scratch at Bang Pie Biscuits in Chicago.
I've heard they're some of the best pies in Chicago.
I don't think it gets any better than biscuits and pie.
Bang Pie has been serving comfort food to the Logan Square neighborhood for 8 years and has gained a local reputation for its delicious food and warm hospitality. Even during the pandemic, it often has a line stretching around the block.
I actually just moved into the area. This is one of the first places that I went to because it is adorable, and also I just tried the pie once and it was delicious.
Having a focus on pie and biscuits, it's kind of like guests come here happy.
The starting point of Bang Bang's famous pies is the crust.
The crust should contribute something. It's got to be the perfect balance of flaky and tender. You can actually see the pieces of butter in here, and when that bakes, the butter is going to melt, and the steam that comes out of it is going to give a little rise, and that's going to be a flake. You want it sitting like right on the lip of the tin so it doesn't fall over or shrink in when it bakes. So you want to just be as gentle as you can so it doesn't get stretched out at all.
Besides its carefully constructed pastry crust, Bang Bang is best known for its graham cracker crust.
Their graham cracker crust is amazing. I usually prefer pastry, but I prefer their graham cracker.
We make our own graham crackers in-house. We just add enough butter that you can get it to stick together. You just want to clump like that. We use a lot of cinnamon in ours, so it has like a really distinct smell and taste.
One of these bowls makes about 24 pie crusts. In total, Bang Bang makes a couple of 100 crusts each week.
It's extraordinarily laborious to do what we do, but I do think it makes a difference. And by the time you get it, it's been baked 3 times. It's going to have a more complex, caramelized nature. That's what makes ours really shine.
Bang Bang rotates its pies every week and is constantly trying new flavors, like root beer float and s'more. But a couple of fan favorites always stick around.
Key lime pie would be considered our classic that has not left the menu in probably 8 years. We always do a chocolate pie, a fruit pie always, and then either a custard or a wild card.
I've never tried the summer pie before. That's what I got today. It sounds really good. The key lime is the best key lime ever.
It's a really simple recipe actually, but it's one of our most popular. It is just sweetened condensed milk, egg yolks, key lime juice, and lime zest, and that's it.
Key lime's my favorite pie in general, and theirs is delicious.
What really makes it shine is the contrast of the sweet, the tart, the perfect balance, coupled with that house-made graham cracker crust.
Another customer favorite is chocolate caramel, which Michael describes as a light but rich brownie filling in a chocolate cookie crust.
That's kind of like a layup, it pleases everyone.
But for some people, pie really means fruit pie.
Something about fruit pies I love, both making and eating. There's like really no room to hide when the flavor profile is fruit.
Buying good berries in season is half the battle. We primarily partner with McClug Family Farm in St. Joseph, Michigan, about 60 miles away. It's important, primarily to support Midwestern farmers, but also because the product tastes better. It is really fun when you get a delivery from McClug that they drop them off and you pop a blackberry or strawberry and it's like the best blackberry or strawberry you've ever had. Well, right then and there, we have to do very little to continue on that flavor.
I think it's just like a good Midwestern dessert. There's nothing overly pretentious about pie. It just is very upfront about what it is. It's delicious.
I think pie just tastes like home. The food's delicious, but every time we go there, it just feels kind of like an extension of our home.
I grew up making pies, so I've been indoctrinated my entire life. I was considering what I wanted to do with my life and getting really stressed out and stress baking about it. And then I realized I could get paid to bake and I wouldn't be stressed out all the time. So I got a job at a pie shop in Atlanta and I have not looked back.
We asked Michael to try some of Bang Bang's current pie selections and tell us which is his current favorite.
So this is our key lime pie. I haven't had it in a while, but it's as good as I remember. The perfect balance of sweet, tart, acidic, creamy. This is another one of our classics. It's chocolate chess. It's the darkest, richest, lightest chocolate brownie you could ever imagine, topped with the salted caramel. This one is in a chocolate cookie crust. Totally different than the key lime. It is really good. This is triple berry. It's in our house pastry crust, which is an all butter crust, crumble top. We call it lemon sparkle. It has a little bit of lemon zest in there. It just really highlights the fruit flavors. Take a big bite. The combination of berries I prefer than all fruit pie. It gives different complexities, but you still can taste each individual fruit. That particular bite had some really tart components of the red raspberry, kind of like wrapped around a fresh berry, a blueberry that popped in my mouth. And then the bottom still has a really beautiful crispness.
And finally, coconut passion fruit.
So again, this is the fourth different crust that we've experienced today. We had the graham cracker, we had the chocolate cookie, we had the pastry crust, and this is a toasted coconut. Hit it with a little whipped cream, more toasted coconut on top, and then just for a little glam and kind of summer pizzazz, we put a passion fruit curd. It's a classic coconut with a twist. It's perfect for summertime days. The passion fruit comes through very, very well, and again, it takes that kind of like classic coconut cream and really elevates it. If you're forcing me to choose a favorite at this moment, I would have to skew towards the chocolate caramel. It's moist on the inside, the texture is exquisite, but that's what's so great. You know, I mean, they all balance off each other. There's a time and a place for each one.
But food isn't the only thing that keeps people coming back to Bang Bang. Over the years, Michael has put just as much focus on hospitality.
I come back because it's always creative menu and the people are so wonderful.
My background is on a fine dining level. I always thought that to have a career in the restaurant industry, you kind of needed to be at the best of the best, and at that time in my life, that was, you know, considered working at Gramercy Tavern in New York City. But as I traveled and saw spaces that I would seek out in cities, I realized that I really wanted to have more of a neighborhood place. I'd rather see people, you know, multiple days a week than just once a year for a special occasion.
Everyone that works here is amazing. They're super nice and accommodating.
Michael, the owner, is amazing. He's one of the friendliest people we know.
My customers and friends express surprise when they see myself working the register or like bussing tables. Why are you doing that? Is someone, you know, out sick or things like that? But to me, that's like why I got into business, is to take care of people, and no matter how busy we are, I don't want to lose that like aspect of it.